Alright guys, back with another video, and this time we have some special announcements, and
Hey.
just got a new partnership with Zeno Black Market. If you guys don't know the Facebook group, I'm going to link it below, and but Marquise has a website now, and it's where most people like to buy those sweet mats he has. A lot of people like the Majin Buu one and Broly one. There's a bunch of different ones. Just even it even has kits for his mats and everything, so it's going to be pretty sweet. But if you guys would like to save 15% off on those mats, yes, and only the first 100 people that use this coupon code will get access to this discount. So you type in TFaircloth15 and before you check out, and you'll save 15%, and that's like I think it's $7 or $8, so that's pretty sweet. And you'll get a mat that's $55 for a lot for 15% off. That's pretty nice. But I wanted to talk about a leader that's kind of underused, and he saw a little play before set 6. And it's the Goten leader. He has like a really niche ability where he can search for any is it yellow extra card? Yeah, I'll make sure it's yellow only. Yellow extra card, and he has a lot of good targets, and it will only get better as time goes when we keep getting yellow extra cards. And he's also a Saiyan, an Earthling, and a Goku's lineage leader. So he has, if they keep adding support for those kinds of cards, he will get more powerful as time goes. But when he attacks, you draw a card, and yeah, obviously take a life, and then you search for a yellow extra card. But I have a really specific extra card I searched for. Awaken, you only untap 1 energy. That's one downfall, but they had to make something a little weaker on him for him not to be too powerful. But attack, draw a card, and he has like a bean effect where you discard your opponent's main phase, and you gain 5,000 for the duration of the turn. But it's only, you only get that once because it negates it for the duration of the game. But he's a really powerful leader, and especially the way I play him. There's a lot of ways to play this leader. You can play Shugesh build and everything, but this is something neat I created for my own. So the card you want to search with your ability, if you don't open it in your opening hand, which sometimes you want to keep this card in your opening hand, which is so you don't get both of them stuck in your life. So big Getty Star. So the only reason I do play 2 is because if one gets stuck in your life, you still have one in deck. And there's no guarantee to get it. And you get to look at what card you take out of your life first before you do search. So that may change your decision as you search. And it makes it even better. But yeah, this card, if you don't know what it does, is from set 2. And you tap it and tap 1 yellow. I'm sorry, 1 of any color. But 1 yellow to play it. In this deck anyways. In the other leader, you don't have to pay for them. You start off with a bit of the middle of the field. But yeah, so you tap it and you get a 1 card on top of your deck, which is cool. And if you have a Meta Cooler in a drop area, you play him. And if they keep making Meta Coolers, this card will get powerful as time goes as well. But yeah, you can play as many as these guys you want in your deck, as long as your deck does not exceed 50. But we choose to not play 4, not 8, but 12. I was tinkering with a lot. And then, I just eventually had to trim it down to fit in key cards that will just make your deck a little more versatile. But 12 is a good number. You do want to see one of these in your opening hand. You do want to be able to charge some of them, but so you have free charges. But this guy's really good, and he's 15k beater over and over, swinging for 1 energy. So every turn you'll have a 15k swinging for 1 energy after turn 1. But yeah, it's pretty neat. You'll always play this turn 1 unless you're in a position where you feel like you cannot. But most times you can, especially in this format. For the rest of the extra cards you can search. Flying Nimbus, you got 4 copies of this card. This is one of the main ways you win. You can just hold off the game, make it last longer, and then these guys will just keep pressuring your opponent to the point where they just can't handle the amount of guys on the board. But yeah, this card is insane. Still to this day, one of the best negates. Still other cards you can search. 3 Time Magic. Sorry, I don't have a 3rd foil yet. But this card's nuts. You can take a life if you have 5 or more in your drop, which is pretty possible in the late game, but it's mainly good against Broly and the other decks that like to restand their back cards. But yeah, he's really nuts. And 2 Crush Ball, you can search this one as well. Just play 2, just like the other one, just in case you're in a matchup where you really want this card in your opening hand, and make sure you have it so you can search it off Goten. But yeah, a lot of times it's just a good card, especially against the Broly Secret Rare. They don't know what's coming. So like searching him against Broly is probably not the best idea. So you want them to play into the Secret Rare so you can crush your ball and then kill them next turn. But 1 bad ring because you can search it. But it's not that important in this deck, but it's searchable. If you feel like you really need it in a certain matchup, you can search it. For your 1-drops, you got 4 Borkos, but yellow. This card is really good against Super Shenron, so I opted to play 4. This card's just a good 1-drop a little fodder. So you just play it, and they can't. If they untap something, you get to blow one of their energies. So they can't play a lot of their cards. Even the 1-drop Desire they play that untaps an energy when you play it for free. Basically, they get to pop an energy, so they can't even play those cards. And a Bulma, obviously. 2 Kami. The deck makes you play for a while, so I was trying to figure out a way to make it where going wide is really bad for them in certain situations, because they want to go wide, and then you have Nimbus to stop them from going for game, so that going wide doesn't really help. But if they do continue to go wide, thinking you won't be able to Nimbus them again, you can blow their whole board up as long as they have 4 drops or less. But yeah, so Kami's pretty good. I love him in decks that are like drag the game out like Janemba. 4 Krillin. This is just your 1-drop Trunks, take a life, gain critical. It's just good awakening against the decks that stall you, and you already start at 7 life every game, so that is a good thing. So you can easily see a couple of these and awaken. But it's not that important for you to like rush awakening, because you're gonna keep getting 15Ks every turn and gaining advantage. But yeah, striving to be the best Goku is really good against this deck, and Crisis Crusher is pretty good as well. But another thing you can do with just getting the coolers on the board is just leaving them there and leaving them as a fodder to combo with, and just basically just have free cards you get every turn. So it's basically like drawing a card but putting it on the board for the combo. I realized I want not just regular negates, and like something that will actually give me a body that I can combo with. So you got Roshi, which is really good in the sense that you can negate something and then combo it away. Also, it makes it when Nimbus is more powerful, just like Time Magic, but you kind of like to hold those in certain situations. But so if you negate with Nimbus, discarding a Meta Cooler, and then you Roshi them, their turns over. So you got that kind of play. So you have same thing with Time Magic. So having this along with Nimbus is really powerful. And it's also a card you can combo with, which is cool. Since I'm ridiculous and don't have 4 copies of this common, I play the same thing, but you can basically supposed to be 4 copies of Jocko. This is the combo at 4 or less draw card, super combo. But this is the same thing, but it's not always 10,000. So I just went with my Stamp Dodorius for now. Yeah, it doesn't matter which one, as long as it's a 4 or less in most cases. But Jocko's the most correct one. For other cards in the deck, I got 3 combo into play Frieza. This could be swapped between the combo, draw card, Cell, or Unbreakable, but Cell's probably the better one, because if your opponent plays it out of your hand with Frieza, you get a draw card, so it's kind of most definitely should probably be that one if you're going inside it, or you made it over this. But this also is a 3-drop, so you can actually, it gives you another attacker under striving to be the best. So I'll probably stick with this one. I was trying to figure out how to really end the game. We had the 1 battering, and I guess we just play the 1 mirror. Because you're milling your deck a little bit and dragging the game out, so you're going to basically hold on to these. That's one reason why I don't play the Beerus Super Combo, which I do have 4 of. But I wanted to include some type of overwhelm that just ends the game outright, along with 3 copies of Champa or the Super Kai. So I play either one. You can play either one of these. But I like to include multiple copies of different cards that do the same thing, so you can understand you can play 3 of this one, or whatever ratio you want. It doesn't really matter. Some situations it does, but not most it doesn't matter. So, if you guys want to see some type of decks like this coming up soon, I got a Broly GT I'm working on. It's going to be a little different than some of the builds I saw. I didn't like some of the choices I've seen in their decks, and I'm working on some other decks as well. So please comment below if you've seen anything special lately that you want me to work on, or want me to work on anything that you haven't seen before. Like, for example, there's a lot of leaders that aren't being played at all right now, like Chile, and just a lot of cards that we're just hoping to see. The new leader from the new video game for Dragon Ball Heroes comes out soon, and I got a spicy build to go along with that as well. And he awakens at 5 life, so it's pretty interesting. But thank you guys for watching once again, and see you guys next time.